All right, NBA fans, listen up. The Boston Celtics are staring down what might be a rough 2025-26 season. But today, we've got some huge news that could change the game for them. A major update on Jayson Tatum's injury recovery that Celtics fans need to hear. Could Tatum return sooner than expected? Is Boston's season really doomed? Let's break it all down. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more NBA updates, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. The Boston Celtics 2025-26 season outlook right now, honestly, it's looking like it could be a throwaway year. After losing Jayson Tatum to a devastating torn Achilles injury in the second round of last year's playoffs, the team has gone through some major roster shakeups. The kind of offseason moves that usually signal a rebuild or at least a major reset. Let's recap. The Celtics traded away Jrue Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers, a big move that surprised a lot of fans. Then, in another headline-grabbing trade, they sent Kristaps Porzingis to the Atlanta Hawks. The returns from these deals? Anfernee Simons and Niang, solid players, but nowhere near the star power Boston once had with Tatum, Holiday, and Porzingis in the lineup. For Celtics fans, this offseason was tough to watch. Expectations for a deep playoff run have been tempered. A lot of people are bracing for a down year. But here's the twist. Amidst all the uncertainty and roster turnover, there's a glimmer of hope. And it's all about Jayson Tatum. Now, before Celtics fans start dreaming of Tatum dropping 40 points next season right away, let's pump the brakes a bit. The reality is, the Celtics and Tatum's medical team are going to be very cautious here. Achilles injuries don't just heal fast because you want them to. There's a lot of rehab, conditioning, and careful progression before he even gets close to full-court action. That said, this update is still fantastic news. It means Tatum's recovery is on track, possibly even ahead of schedule, and that bodes well for his long-term health and ability to come back at full strength. The Celtics have absolutely no reason to rush him back either. If that means sitting out the entire 2025-26 season to fully rehab and reduce any risk of re-injury, Boston will take that path without hesitation. Tatum is too valuable to this franchise for them to take chances. They want him back healthy and dominant. Not back sooner, but limited or worse, injured again. To understand why this update is so important, you have to remember what kind of season Tatum had before the injury. In 72 games during the 2024-25 season, he was absolutely spectacular. He averaged nearly 27 points a game, 26.8 to be exact, along with 8.7 rebounds, 6 assists, and over a steal per game. He was a true all-around threat for Boston, shooting 45.2% from the floor and knocking down threes at a 34.3% clip. Those numbers made him one of the top players in the league. A bona fide superstar carrying the Celtics. Losing a player like that is a huge blow for any team. So the Celtics have been waiting with bated breath for any sign of how Tatum's healing was progressing. This latest report gives real hope that we might see the Tatum we know and love back on the court sooner than expected. The big question now is, when will Tatum actually suit up again? And what does that mean for Boston's season? Right now, the answer is, we just don't know. The Celtics are likely playing it safe, focusing on his rehab and letting his body dictate the timeline. No pressure, no rushing, just steady progress. Boston's front office and medical team will continue to monitor Tatum closely, and we can expect more updates as the months roll on. fans will want to watch carefully for any signs of a potential mid-season or late-season return. Even if he misses the whole 2025-26 campaign, the Celtics will be hoping for a full comeback in 2026-27, ready to make a championship push. With Tatum sidelined and some big offseason trades, the Celtics roster looks very different heading into the new season. Anfernee Simons and Niang will have bigger roles. They'll have to step up and fill the void left by Tatum and the other stars traded away. But let's be honest. Nobody expects Boston to be a title contender without Tatum. This is a year for development, for figuring out what the young guys can do, and for preparing for a full-strength Celtics squad in the near future. For the fans, patience is going to be key. Celtics fans are some of the most passionate in the league, and they've been through ups and downs before. The good news here is that Tatum's rehab update gives hope that the pain of losing their star this past postseason isn't permanent. All right, Celtics fans and NBA watchers, that's the latest on Jayson Tatum and what it could mean for the Boston Celtics in 2025-26. If you're excited about this update, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet for more NBA injury news and analysis, and share this video with your friends who want to stay ahead of the curve. And of course, drop your comments below. Do you think Tatum will make a surprise return this season? How do you think the Celtics will perform without him? What moves should they make next? Let's get that discussion going. We'll keep an eye on any new developments and bring you all the updates as soon as they drop. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep loving the game.